All right, guys, flipping through the channel last night, and of course, I'm sure you know by now, by seeing this, Deep Blue Sea was on. Kind of a, I would categorize it as a wonderfully terrible movie, like a wonderfully terrible B movie. Like, the acting was so bad in Deep Blue Sea. Like, I found myself, I was telling a couple people, rooting for the sharks. So that's kind of what I was just flipping through. Shark Week, was watching it a little bit. It's totally sucked this year. Kind of actually, for probably about the last 5 years, Shark Week has really fallen off. I think Shark Week is really past its past its prime. I'm thinking Shark Week was like, you did, like in the late 90s, early 2000s, you did not miss Shark Week. It was like, it was awesome. Now they're kind of like this year, they kind of trolled us with Michael Phelps a little bit. And I know people probably say like, oh, you didn't think he was actually going to swim with a great white shark, did you? No, but with the CGI and all the animated sharks and stuff, they kind of trolled us a little bit. And that's where they've gotten to. That's the point they've gotten to with their programming, where they're having to use Michael Phelps to try to entice us to watch. I've just lost faith in it. So, yeah. But anyway, so I turned yesterday afternoon from watching a little bit of Shark Week, and Deep Blue Sea was on, and I thought, let me try something real quick. And so that's when I come down here, and I built the kind of like the little pool here in the pod where they raise the Makos up on. And speaking of Mako, actually, shout out to Dark Techno again, because this is let me see if I can find it. This is his, this is his Bruce Shark, actually, from his Jaws series. But I had went ahead and I needed to darken it, so I changed the color of the shark, just because Dirk's, I think, is more of like a daytime type shade, whereas I needed this dark kind of laboratory color. So yeah, big shout out to Dark Techno for his shark. Did go in and recolored it a little bit, and I think it works out really cool with the dark water and pretty much, you know, the darkness of this room. So this isn't any more than just a room. I thought it was cool. I found this Vitals loop on YouTube, brought in over here with the anytime converter, and yeah, it just, I think it worked out cool. Nothing more to this. There's really not going to be a ride. You know, one thing that I was thinking of, or somebody actually may have, somebody may have mentioned this on Reddit. I put this on Reddit last night, and, you know, got up this morning and kind of was checking the comments and stuff. And I believe, well, it might not have been Reddit, but somebody was telling me that this might be able to work out even as a decent station. So, you know, there's that too. I mean, maybe if I ever end up putting this on the workshop, of course, you'd have to dig out the box and stuff and put the water in it and all that. But, you know, come to think of it, if you would have a queue line going through here, probably wouldn't make for a bad station, you know, in the loading area, kind of right here, on the other side of this tile, and the guests and stuff could, you know, kind of weave their way through here. You know, by the shark and all that. So yeah, that's kind of what I come up with on this. It was just random flipping through the TV. I didn't even finish watching the movie. I just was watching it for a little bit, got to this scene, and I thought, yeah, I could probably pull that off. So come downstairs and tried it, and here it is. So and I was telling a couple people too, I think sometimes these kind of builds suit me a little better, because I can pack so much punch into one scene, and this is all anybody expects after this. Like, there's no ride expectation. It's just me coming in, picking out a scene, and you know, just rolling with it, packing all the detail and all the punch I can into this one scene. Whereas if this was actually a part of a park, I don't know if I would have spent this much time on one room. if you understand what I'm saying. Like, yeah, it probably would have been, you know, detailed to the best of my ability, but I doubt I probably would have moved on sooner if there was a whole giant park surrounding this. So that's what kind of lends its hand to me. I think making cool rooms like this, I know there's nothing after it. So I know once I present this to you guys, this is it. So I've got to make the details and I've got to make the punch count because there is nothing after this. This will be the last video of this unless you see it in somebody's park or I decide to ever go back one of these days and actually and make a ride about it. So that's kind of my thought on this, and I love doing it. I was telling Silverette and SP Ridley, I started on this last night, probably about 8-ish, maybe a little after 8. Wrapped it up at about 10:50. So, you know, just a little over 2 hours, I suspect. And, yeah, got this done. Really cool scene. And I was able to bring it out to you guys. So, you know, like always, let me know in the comment section down below what you think of it. And Reddit, they never let you down with the funny comments and the just, you know, the trolling of the movie. So, but they're getting a kick out of it. It's doing good over there. So, anyways, guys, yeah, you know, like always, give me a thumbs up if you end up enjoying this bit of weirdness and subscribe for more Planet Coaster content. And, yeah, I will catch you guys in my next video. Thank you. See ya.